Alright.
All right, we're live to Behind the Crumb Side, the untold story. Well, basically behind the ninja. All right, behind the ninja known as Jordan, the Ninja Dizzle. How's it going, Jordan?
What's up, Dave? Glad to be on this podcast tonight. So let's get this popping.
All right, I'm glad to have you, buddy. Yeah, wanted to start a new series lately with just how gaming news has been. It's been really slow. And I just want to do some different stuff. And I always just like to watch this show called Behind the Music on VH1, and I just thought it was a great show. I used to always like it gives you more of a backstory of the artist. Well, I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? Let's do Behind the Crumb Side, and have like different people on the crumb side, and then maybe we'll move further in the future and get out of the crumb side and do behind something else, but just do it.
Yeah,
No, but hold
I
on.
mean, yeah.
It's just basically, basically kind of like, just a more of an insight to this, the particular person it is pertaining to. So basically, what I want to do tonight
Right.
is, like, basically let the viewers get to know Jordan a little bit more than they know him. So Jordan,
Yeah.
basically, what made you come to YouTube? How did you discover YouTube? What brought you to actually start doing YouTube videos? Let us know.
Well, Dave, um, this actually started when I was very young, and I discovered YouTube on a limb, and I was into Pokemon at the time when I was little, and I was looking up some Pokemon stuff, and I was intrigued with YouTube ever since. And back in 2011, when I was in high school, I really wanted to start a channel, but I used to record some of my videos on my 3DS and practice, my own intros and stuff and act like I was actual YouTuber. And to me, I thought it was a little bit cringeworthy. And plus, I was still in high school at the time, so I wanted to finish up high school first and then make myself a YouTube channel because I had to focus on school first, more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was. So when I started up this channel, I wanted to do like skits, comedy, gaming, and sports.
You
That was
say
my that was the
you're pretty big into sports, you say, right? Football.
oh yeah, I'm a huge football fan, and you could see my channel the way it is. You could see what type of videos I do. You could already tell that I do GTA, Pokemon, Skyrim. The games that I really love and enjoy. To play myself. But um, the way I started YouTube is as a viewer and not as a content creator. But I started. I think it was early 2014 when I started to pump out content, and I decided to do rants because I love to talk about stuff and I love to rant. I would love to get in debates in high school. Like I would get in sports debates with my friends. I mean, I was that type of person, and I would rant.
Oh, well, tell us a little bit more.
Sometimes I would come to
Tell us a little bit more. So, basically, how was your high school years?
my high
The
school
reason,
years.
the
Would
reason I'm asking too. The other night when we were having that,
yeah, I know. I
yes,
watched the whole
hold on, hold
thing. I
on,
watched the
Jordan,
whole
hold
thing.
on, hold on, hold on. See, because other people don't know what we're talking about. You know, but the viewers don't know. The other night on One Stop's podcast, when we
Okay.
were talking, with the whole thing with the debate with him and gay centuries, um, we
Okay.
we were that you had somebody from school actually come into the call, into the hangout.
Yes.
Who was that guy?
Yes. That was Landon.
Okay.
Um, I can't I can't reveal his last name
Oh
because
no,
I don't want to
we
reveal
don't
his.
need no last names. We just want to know, was he your friend from school or?
Oh yeah, yeah, he is. He's a good friend of mine. Don't worry about him. He just a lot of people were concerned about me in high school, and some people would actually help me, but a
So
lot of
hold
some
hold
people.
on, Jordan. So you had a hard time in school, or like he was somebody that
No, I
acted
didn't have a
over
hard
you?
time in school. It was just with certain people that would actually antagonize me, or be a asshole around me.
Well,
It
so
was those
so
type of
so
people.
so you had, you'd say, bullies in school, or just people that?
I had a few, but I would go into the office and report them for doing stuff like that to me because sometimes they would pick on me because I had a suitcase and I would carry a suitcase because I couldn't lift 10 pounds, so
Oh,
I had to have a suit. But some people understood why, and some people just wanted to be jerks about it. But I had a lot of friends, and when you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of haters too, And I started to realize that not everybody is my friend. And when I started realizing that, I started to realize everything. But I had some few people that would be smart aleck to me, and I want to say this that
now
one time
hold on, Jordan. Now, just so the viewers know, the people that don't know you, they, just so they know what we're talking about with this whole suitcase. You have a disability. Can you say what it is?
yes, I do. I have congenital muscular dystrophy. It's a muscle disease, and the gradually it weakens me slower because my hormones and my muscles are not producing as rapidly as others. Like my growth, like when I was little, my mom knew what was wrong with me, so and then I was diagnosed with congenital muscular dystrophy in 2003, and yeah, and I have braces, to keep my, because sometimes I lose stability in my legs. Sometimes my ankles give out, or sometimes my knees give out, and sometimes it rarely happens. It rarely happens sometimes. And actually, I did have an incident. One time. It was I believe it was the 4th of July weekend. We were at a friend's house, and I was throwing the football around, doing normal stuff. Okay. And I was on the concrete, and this was a big mistake by me. Um, I was on the concrete, and when I went to throw the ball, my knees just suddenly gave out, and like my body just swayed like sideways, and my one of my knees just swayed, and it's like I went down. And when my mom saw that, she freaked out, and it's like, Jordan, you okay? I'm like, yeah, mom, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just, and I was dripping in blood. Like I was like, one of them was severe. My mom thought that I would have to go to the hospital the way it looked, you know. But it's healing right now. I had a few accidents, in my day. When I was 2 years old, I when I was first learning how to walk, because I'm mentally delayed. So, well, not mentally, brain growth. You know what I mean. But
Mhm.
I was when I first started to walk, and you know those exercise things where you now when I walked out the freaking thing, um, I actually hit my head on the cement and I split my ear.
Mhm.
I think it was my left ear. I forgot which one it was. I had to put 13 stitches in my ear, and my mom told me that I was screaming like seriously, I was screaming bloody murder. Um, and I'm not the one, also to take needles either. I used to dread going to do, you know, get blood samples, because I would just they would have to have like 9 doctors around me just to have me settle down and take and put the needle in, because I I just couldn't stand needles. I mean, I would faint to see the needle, and I was like, but yeah, I mean, I had great times. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes sometimes I thought I was a normal dude, and I kept forgetting that I have limitations sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Well, we got
my
hold on, Jordan. Hold on. That's the one thing we gotta do here. We gotta communicate. But yeah,
okay,
that
sorry.
is that's pretty heavy shit right there. And a lot of people I hear say you use your disability as an advantage to get things you want. Is that by any means true?
Well, it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Sometimes I use it. Sometimes I don't. But mostly I don't. But
Give us an
in this
example of when.
situation,
Hold on.
it
Give us an example of when you kind of used it.
like I would, you know, if some people would actually say, like like stuff to me, and I didn't even say nothing to them, and like they come at me, and then I come at them, and it's like I said, well, I have a disability, and it's like I've been using that kind of excuse a little bit, and I realized that I was doing it wrong. That was wrong of me for doing that, and I deeply regret that because
Are you
I
saying
know
you
better
told?
than that.
So what do you so you never, this is what I'm trying to say, you never really, so you basically never use your disability to try to get a free PS4 or stuff like that along the lines, or say you attack
Oh
somebody.
no, that
No, but hold on. Say you did something
no,
like attack Jordan. Say you attack somebody.
no, I didn't use.
Jordan,
Okay,
hold on. That's why they don't. A lot of people don't let you on podcasts, because you got to let people talk. You got to. I'm bearing with
okay.
you. But a lot of people have claimed you have used your disability for trying to get things like PS4s and stuff. Or they say you use your disability, you'll like go off on somebody in the comment section, and then like when it comes down to it and they're talking to you like in like a live chat, you'll use your disability. You'll start to cry and do stuff like that. Are you doing that on purpose, or is that just you? Or is that really you?
Dave, I
That you feel
am a sensitive. I am a sensitive person, and when things get to me, it really hits me hard. And my mom knows this, and sometimes I have my heart on my shoulders a lot, and it just hold on. It just sometimes I know I have I'm very gullible, and when I think somebody's actually legitimate with me, and then decides to turn on my back like they did, it just it made me feel like I was actually brainwashed.
So you're saying there has been people, hold on, Jordan, you're saying there's people in the community that have tried to brainwash you?
Well, I wouldn't say that. convinced me to be on their side, and this happened many of times, and I just felt like, I don't know if people were being genuine or trying to help me out or were trying to screw me over. Like I didn't know that, and I just wanted to make friends on YouTube. That's all I want. Yes, I have friends in real life, but I don't get to see them as often anymore since I'm in my house now. I'm a homebody. I don't go out much.
Because of your disability, right?
Yeah, and the whole situation about the PS4. Okay, I wasn't aware of this. Okay, and One Stop wanted me to get the PS4, and I was quite surprised. I wasn't expecting him to, do something like that.
Mm.
And when I heard he gave it to Bear, it's like, I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, me and Bear are homies. I'm not jealous of Bear because he has a PS4. I mean, he 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 probably has it, but I mean, some people might twist it and say that Bear's just using One Stop or this and that and da da da. But you take everything on the internet with a grain of salt because most of this stuff is all speculation. And word travels around fast, and when word travels around fast, people try to spin things in their favor. And I've
Mm.
seen that many of times. I'm nobody's fool. I know this. I'm not gonna be fucked over like that and make me look like I'm a dumbass. No, I'm not a dumbass. I'm actually smarter than I am, and and
Now, Jordan,
fool me.
how old are you? What's your actual age? You 20?
3. I'm 23. I was born in 1993. People have been giving me that ever since I first came on YouTube. And yes, I do get carded a lot in casinos and bars. And actually, one time I showed my ID by accident, and I leaked some information there. Wasn't the most in a little bit, but I deleted that video because I didn't want people stalking me. Cause I should have just write it out like the address and all the other stuff.
So you are. So a
But
lot of people say that a lot of people think you're younger than you are. So you actually are 23. You're not. That is your actual age. Okay.
yes, I am 23. If you yeah, my one stop I actually talked to my mom, and my mom can confirm this also. And no, she's not set up to this. So leave your conspiracies out of this. So,
So tell us more
but yeah,
about. Tell us like what's your with YouTube like now. You got. I have to say, Jordan, you have how many subs do you have exactly? 200 and
239. Okay.
that's pretty good, man. And so you got some people, you got some haters after you too, because you're above them. That I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, I gained I gained like 100 subscribers for one stop, and I was at 100. But when I'm at one stop, and you start shouting me out, you gain 100 subs, and and when I met these new people, it's like I'm like awesome, dude. It's like the feedback I was getting, it was great. I loved it. And it made me, pursue, to make me want to do more videos because I have more people, watching my stuff. I would do sometimes, if I didn't upload something because sometimes I wasn't in the mood to talk about it, but if I was in the spur in the moment, like if I was like on point with something, and I was thinking about something, and I really, really wanted to touch on this topic, I would, shoot the shit, go, you know, upload a
Oh,
video.
RXL. He does have some haters. There's people below Jordan, and Jordan's getting attacked for where he's at. That's how bad it is here in the Crumb Side. like,
Yeah.
but no, but Jordan, since we got a lot of feedback. We got all, we got the insight of Jordan. Now, recent events. You have had you.
Okay.
I think I seen you on Levon's podcast, and you got ramsacked. What was up with that? Give us your side of the story.
Well,
Like,
I thought it was a
were
legitimate
you?
interview.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. You were asked to be a guest on that interview. It was an interview, and how did that
Yeah.
interview go from a one-on-one to a one-on-3 or 4 or 5? How did they all get in there?
Okay. Here's the details. Okay. All right. So I went in there. Everything went smoothly at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then because how on your phone when you're in Google Hangouts, sometimes when you're on YouTube, you can't even, like, when you try to pull up, it closes you out of the call,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I went in there and I didn't see the chat. Okay, so I didn't even know Thanos was in there, and I actually went in there and I thought this would be a legitimate interview. Okay, so I went on, and then Levon asked me, "It's like, would you like people to come in and ask you some questions?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Little to known, it's like when I first saw that stock account, I'm like, "Oh crap!" It's like I was thinking in my head, like, why, man? It's like, why did you bring? He knew that I had something against Thanos, and he had to bring him up there. I said, let's see how this goes. Let's see what he says, and I'll take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
But something unexpected happened. Okay, when he asked me a question about the whole, I don't want to go into detail. You could go watch the podcast and see for yourself. Okay, I mean, I was chewed out, and I felt like
But
so
I'm trying to
bad.
say,
Like I
Jordan,
just
Jordan, Jordan,
paused for
Jordan,
a second,
Jordan,
and my
Jordan,
heart just went.
Jordan. How did they get? Why were they in a pod? Why were they in an interview that was you and Levon doing one-on-one? Why did they have to come in? That's what I'm asking.
I have no clue. I don't know if Thanos is pulling with Levon, because I know Levon is cool with Thanos, and I don't know if his fault or was it Thanos put him up to this, because
What I'm
how
trying to
Thanos
say,
is.
is Levon, like, did Levon hit you up, or did Thanos and them hit you up, ask you to do an interview? Who hit you?
No, 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 no. Levon hit me up personally on Twitter. Like, we had a private conversation on Twitter. Okay. He said, I want to interview you. I said, okay. And it's like, what time? It's like, it's noon. Like, he said, and you had the podcast set up for, it was 2 hours when I was looking. And I said, because it was supposed to be at 3, and then pushed it back to 4. It's like, you want it at 4 or 5? I said, 4 is good.
Oh,
It's like,
it's supposed to be on a
so
specific. Hold on, Jordan.
I get in the podcast.
Jordan, hold on. It was supposed to be a specific
Okay.
time, but for some reason it got postponed and postponed. Could it be because there was some people that had to, get some things done before they could get in the podcast? Because Levon's in school, right? He gets out of school probably 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he would
I think he's
hold on, Jordan, hold on.
okay.
Levon was out of school probably, so he's ready to do the interview. But there's other people that didn't get off work yet. Maybe they're at, working at the jail. They didn't get off till 5, and they wanted to be a part of this thing too. That you had no idea that they were going to be a part of it, correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I'm trying to say, do you think that
I mean, it could be.
Do you think? Do you
It could be that, or it could be a lot of things.
Jordan, you're killing me. Jordan, do you think you were set up? Let's just cut to the fucking chase. Do you think you were set up on that podcast?
You breaking up, Dave?
Do you think you were set up on that podcast or that interview?
Yeah. I'm trying to hear you, and you kind of breaking up.
Do you think you were set up on the interview?
Yeah, I was set up on the interview. I was, I was, and I I didn't notice like what I was getting into, and when I realized what I got into, it's like I just face palm. I'm like, what did I do? It's like, what did I do? It's like I was questioning myself. I was so freaking nervous. I didn't know what to think. I thought me and one stop were actually done. At this point. And
What do you mean? You and One Stop were done in the? He wasn't in the interview.
well, I know, but he told me not to, block people, and me and Levon were actually cool with each other, and he hasn't done me anything, and I thought, this would be a good opportunity to do an interview, and for some reason, Levon double crossed me,
I know now, Levon.
and I never thought he could do that,
Hold on. Levon supposedly is doing everything on his own. I heard he's in control of his videos. He's in control of his interviews. He's not being told to do anything by any, Manson follower or anything like that. But to me, like where I made my accusations about his one video he did about One Stop, the channel review. To me, it looked like somebody put him up to it, just like somebody put him up to ambushing you in the interview, right? Jordan?
Yeah, I think it may or may not be. I'm not gonna try to be childish and point the fingers at anybody, but it could well be, or he could be trolling. I mean, whichever one it is. One of them it's got to be one of them, because obviously Levon is up to something.
You think he's basically? You think he's just basically a tool in their little charade they got going on?
I wouldn't say a tool, but I think I think he's you know taken advantage of, because he's like 60, he's like a teen, and teens look up to people.
So you're saying we got adult?
You're a teenager,
Hold on. You're saying that you got adults taking advantage of children here in the Crumb Side, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's so simple like that. Just say yeah.
Everyone's 16.
Yeah, so you got older men, basically controlling children, having them do their biddings, basically here on YouTube. Did any of these people confront you and try to get you to do anything?
Let's see.
Oh, and Jordan, it's safe here. You don't have to worry about nobody coming in. I don't pull that type of shit on
okay.
people. Cool, you're good. You can speak.
Oh no, don't, please.
Speak freely.
Okay.
Sing like a bird.
All right. But Thanos kept hitting me up, constantly, and he wanted me to get his side of the story, because I hear both sides on the story no matter what, because I want to know what the hell's going on, and I go from there, and for some reason I felt that it came off as manipulative.
Damn.
The fact that, okay, the way his mannerisms were, and I can understand why, because I had encountered this with Thanos in the past, and I studied him very closely because I knew he would stab, one of my friends in the back. I knew he would do this,
Who now?
and he probably will do it again.
Now, what? Let me ask you a question, Jordan. What is their problem with you? Like, why do they have issues with you? I know why they have issues with me. I know why they have issues with
Well,
One Stop. I know why they have issues with
I
Pop. What's their
interfered.
issues with you?
Okay, the reason why is I kind of put myself into the fire. I tried like one stops, henchman or something like that. I had to, defend my friend. Because stop, you know, I used to talk to one stop on a daily basis, so I pretty much know, more than Thanos knows. And what Thanos fails to realize is that he only knows like half the story.
But
He
what's the story? That's what we're trying to ask here, Jordan. What went on? Why does Thanos have something against you? Why is Armored bullying you in podcasts? Why'd they have you on the podcast, you, and just attacking you and making you cry and shit?
well, it's
That's what I want to.
because
What
I
was
was
the
one
why?
stops because I was one stop good friends, and they 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 probably they thought of me as that one stop was controlling me, when that was clearly not the case. I went out of my own way, to do that, and I knew it would be a huge mistake. Now, I didn't do this to attract attention. I just wanted, to settle this once and for all, because I didn't like the way it was going. It seemed it, it seemed bullshit, like and uh, you know the way that they you know went went and joked about my disability like that.
So you're saying
I kind of felt offended.
Jordan, you're
You
saying
know,
they
I
attacked
didn't even go that
Jordan,
far. Well,
Jordan,
I may call
Jordan,
somebody something. I don't.
Jordan. You're saying that they attacked you for your disability.
Yeah,
So you got people, grown men,
but
40 years old. Hold on. You got 40-year-old men in their 30s, attacking a man with, say your disability one more time.
congenital muscular dystrophy.
That's some low shit, if you ask me.
Congenital muscular dystrophy.
That is some low shit, if you ask me.
It is,
Attacking somebody with a
and
disease like that,
I didn't.
no matter what the circumstances. That's
If you
fucked up.
notice that I didn't really truly mean it. I thought I took something and I thought it was true, and I should have called somebody and I said, "Hey, is this true? Is this actually legit, or is this a joke?" I wouldn't even use that type of term. That's not me. I wouldn't throw shade at people.
Hmm.
And when I actually when I wasn't thinking at the time, and I was so pissed off. When you're mad, you do stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
And
Jordan, hold on. I think I see where you're coming from. So basically, you're telling me, and you're safe here. Don't worry about saying. Just say what the truth is. Keep it real. You're
okay,
telling me basically they attacked you for your disability, and then you fucking reacted out of anger and said all them things. Is that true?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I did out of anger, and
So you didn't go out. You didn't just go attack these people, did you?
no, 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 no. I just felt so angry at him that it just, when I go belligerent, I just don't think, sometimes when I get mad, I just go out of control and I go on a tirade. And then once I realized I go on a tirade, I'm like, oh shit, like I messed up, I might have said something, fucked up,
So basically,
or I'm
you
just,
got people on here just straight up attacking people with disabilities. So there's no line or nothing here, no rules. They just don't give a fuck. Because I seen in
yeah,
the podcast you were in, I seen Mister Gay Centuries. He was basically just bullying you the whole time and saying he don't give a fuck about your disability and he thinks you use it as like basically he's saying use it as your at your advantage and he's just going off on you and this is all basically where you came from. You attacked them because they've been picking at your disability. That's what you said, right?
yeah. I mean, if they wouldn't have brought up my disability and if I wouldn't have brought up what I said, this wouldn't even be happening, take responsibility for my own actions, and I took the blame on what I did, and um I knew that I would probably get throw some shade. They would probably throw shade back at me when I didn't truly mean it. I was just spurred out in anger. I didn't actually mean it, but I was mad. I was what you wanted me to do in that situation.
No, I understand. I get what you're saying. Now, I will say this on your behalf. I have done live streams where I've seen because you watch a lot of my live streams, and then I people
Yeah, I
that
do.
support me, I will try to help them out as much as I can. That's why you're the first guest on Behind the Crumb Side. So basically, I saw in one of my live streams when I was playing, games like most people should be doing in this community. I saw you getting attacked by Thanos. Like, but did you start that argument in there? Where? Because it didn't look that way.
Actually, when Thanos came in here, he started some shit with me.
Yeah, basically. And what is some of the names he calls you?
He called me Elephant Man. Okay, let me see. He calls me kid constantly. Well, Jay and um, I'm trying to think what else he called me. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Um, any others? I can't think on the top of my head, but most definitely, Elephant Man, definitely. Um, I don't know if he calls me like something else or I'm totally oblivious as you. I don't know if he just calls me just the Elephant Man or he sometimes calls me something
How does
else. I
that,
don't.
Jordan? How does that make you feel when somebody calls you the Elephant Man? Do you just now you the type person that brushes it off your shoulder, or do you take that to heart?
I sometimes brush things off my shoulder, and if you go look at the comment section, I was laughing at it. I thought it was pretty funny. It's like it's like bravo, but you didn't get me. He tried to get me, he tried to offend me, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play my own cards right. I'm not gonna be fooled. So I just laughed it off, and didn't take it that serious. I just laughed it off. Moved on. But Thanos, oh man,
Now,
Thanos take it.
now, Jordan. Now you had an altercation with his wife, I believe. What happened there?
Okay,
Tell
the
your side
whole.
of the story because I don't know nothing about this. I was just like I looked at that interview.
Okay,
I said, hold on. I look at that interview because I support Levon. Even though I feel Levon's just being basically a pawn in their game of chess, I still support Levon. I was one of the first fuckers in this community to support Levon. I'll say it over and over again. Nobody give that motherfucker the
yeah,
time of day. I gave him the time of day. Poppy gave him the time of day. But I was the first one. Now,
yeah,
hold on. Now, I looked at that podcast, but the minute I saw you get ramsacked, I basically skipped through it. I was like, this is just a setup. But I skipped through a part where I saw basically his wife came in on you. Tell us your side of the story because I don't know that. So I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to listen to what you have to say. You have the floor.
So basically, I got chewed out by his wife, and she told me the next time that I say something like that, she would have came at me like 10 times meaner than what she was, and my heart just dropped to my toes because you know how I am. I'm kind of like a gentleman almost. I don't disrespect ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad after that. And this the whole joke about I'm not gonna bring it up here because it's gonna start some I don't want to bring that up, but what I said was a meme that was like a year ago when Thanos got kicked out of the Dream Team. Of actually, the whole Dream Team. You know how Vex likes to post memes, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now we were just joking around, doing normal stuff, just shooting the shit, in Skype, and when Vexium actually posted that, it was pretty funny. And when I heard because Hydro actually wanted to help me out because he knew as well as I what was Thanos, plans and stuff, what he was up to because we weren't fooled by Thanos because we got betrayed by him because we know because Thanos when I hit the Hydro in the Google Hangouts, we were chatting and he specifically said that you know he, he was a wife beater. Now I don't know if this is true. He actually collects insurance from his actually parents' money. I don't quote me on that because I don't know if this is true or not. I don't want any shade thrown at you. Like this is all speculation. This is what I have been told. Not this is not coming from my mouth. Um, with that, I've been told a lot of things about Thanos, and let's just say some things are just meant to be kept to themselves. You know, and it got to the point where I was setting myself up for a disaster, and
Now,
I
now,
had to.
now, hold on, hold on. Now, this is where we're getting to the. I want Bear Hugger to hear this part because he is in the comment section. Now, why was one thing I heard with the whole Thanos and his wife thing? After that all took place, supposedly I heard Thanos say, "Now Bear is going to pay for what you did." What is that about?
I have no idea. I think he wanted to try to troll Bear, but Bear's not gonna put up with that crap. He said he was already done. He went the
Yeah, but
smart
what I'm
route.
trying to say is, why is Bear taking the fall for something that if you were the one that did it, why is he put taking out on Bear? What did Bear have to do with the subject?
Well, he takes it out on anybody that associates with One Stop. It
Oh,
happens.
hold on. So okay, so you're telling me. See, I would have thought it would have been like this since you did something, he's going to take something out on somebody that that pertains to you. Now, why is it always to do with one stop?
Because he told me that that he wanted to expose One Stop and break Bear from One Stop, and he has said that and somebody and Hydra would send me screenshots and showing me that it was actually him that said like, oh, I'm a split Bear for One Stop, or like you know he been trying to split people from the Dream Team.
So that's what he was basically. So basically,
Yeah,
with this whole thing, like I said, when you pissed him off with whatever you did, basically that got his wife stirred up and everything. He said you were basically gonna, for what you did, Bear was gonna take the hit. That's why I heard basically something along the lines of that he's gonna
Yeah, but
Bear's
Bear,
suffering the consequences for what your actions were. Now, what is Thanos? Is he the Godfather or something, or what is?
I have no idea. I have no idea what Thanos does. It's not my
Is he a
business.
shot
It's
caller, or what is he? What is he like?
I don't know. I think he is. The way he acts, the way he does things. I could be wrong, but I the stuff I know is it's half and half. It's 50-50. Like I don't know if it's true or is it just pure speculation, because a lot of people on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
They always take something either for speculation or as a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't give you that, because he could be trolling or something else, but I don't know what his true intention is. It's like, to me, I can't really say anything about it, but it's just, if I say something about it, probably most likely be
Jordan,
speculation.
like I said, you are safe here. There's nobody going to come in here and attack you. This is your time to speak.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let it out. Say it.
Okay.
Tell us about
Okay.
this insurance shit. Who's stealing insurance money? I want to know. That's what everybody's wanting to listen. We're waiting. We just want to hear. Like,
Okay.
no, don't give us a
Um.
little bit of the cookie and not give us the whole thing. We want to hear it.
Basically, he collects money from his deceased father, and
Holy,
he actually has a pacemaker. Actually disabled, so he collects checks. Okay,
so
he
wait a second.
collects.
You're telling me. Hold on. Let me put this together. You're telling me that somebody was attacking Bear Hugger for being on disability. Is he on disability?
I have no idea. I cannot confirm that, but I heard somebody say that many of times. I can't. But if this is true, he's being a huge hypocrite and said that, oh, Jordan, you needed a job. Like, if he's actually disabled, he's being a huge hypocrite, and he should be ashamed of himself
So you got
for
a
actually
disabled
saying that.
guy telling a disabled guy that he needs to get his ass off the couch and go to work where he's not fucking working. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I think what it is. I mean, I might get a lot of heat on. Like, I might get a lot of heat, but I don't really care at this point. I already blocked him. He could come with his 50 account. I don't really care. I'll just block them all
50,
off.
50 accounts? 50 accounts?
Now, I don't know if that's true, but um, from what I heard, like, so far, I can only confirm like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 of them, maybe even less than that. But I know he has one account, and he has another account, then he has another account, and then he has the Mad Hatter.
So we got
Because I
we
know
got
that's him.
people we got people with too much time on their hands. Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah,
Okay.
if he has too much time on his hands, that's gotta be a sign that he doesn't have an actual job. If you have a lot of time on your hands making all these sock accounts, then you you obviously you ain't working,
I just
because obviously.
One thing I notice here in the crumb side, I'll say this. I always see people calling people out for shit, but they're doing the same fucking thing. I watched Bear Hugger called out for months about being disabled and cheating the Canadian government, but then you have somebody else probably on disability, that's probably cheating the U.S. government. I mean,
Yeah,
we're not saying this. This is what goes around. Now, I've heard some of these rumors. I have heard, some of this shit that has gone around. So I mean, is it true? We don't know. We don't know. Like,
No, we don't know. So don't come, jumping like us, like a freaking hurricane, okay? This is probably all speculation, okay? Do
but
not take this.
I would say some of it could be true. I'd say probably majority of it
Yeah,
true. I mean, okay, so you brought up a comment earlier. You brought up a comment earlier. Basically, he was going to do something to Bear, right? You said. Okay,
yeah.
I seen that comment. I know that's true. If anybody don't believe us on that, I can actually give you that information. I got it on my PlayStation. Hydro actually sent that to me. It was a
Yeah.
message. Let's see what the message said. But keep going, Jordan. I'm gonna bring this message up. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean Thanos. I don't know if he's trying to manipulate the whole situation or if he's obviously up to something, and it's either no good either way, because we seen what Thanos has done, turned on people's back. He turned on you. He turned on Bear. He turned on One Stop. He turned on Poppy. I mean, he literally turned on mostly all his friends except the ones that are cool with him.
For the time being, until he
And they
turns
don't.
on them, he'll throw them to the side. Just like I
Yeah,
say, hold on, just like I said. I mean, I hate to say it, he threw me. He threw me to the side over a fucking comment. That's crazy.
yeah,
And and
yeah,
I, and we
he,
never and hold on, Jordan. We ain't never had no issues prior to that. We were cool. Like he'd come on the podcast, we all bullshit. I talked to him many a times just outside the podcast, and I was like, damn, over a comment. So if you guys don't see what the example of what he did to me enough to see how he just throws somebody to the fucking side, and what he did to Poppy and what he did to One Stop and accuses this person and that person, I mean, the evidence is right in front of your face. That's the crazy thing.
yeah,
The facts are right there. But yeah,
yeah,
I don't want to sit here and I just want to know basically with the whole situation. I felt bad when I seen it. I saw them all just attacking you in a interview. It was supposed to be an interview with just you and Levon, and they had you in there just attacking you. And then weeks prior before that, they had you in a fucking call and they were all going at you and having you fucking just basically you had a breakdown in there. You just couldn't, it got to you and they just fucking kept going on and on like hammering that fucking nail. They wouldn't stop. Like the nail's in, but they didn't stop.
yeah.
And what
That's the problem.
well that's what I'm saying.
I,
So why did they have so much hate just for you? I mean,
Probably because I'm good friends with One Stop, and they
so
tend not.
it all stems basically what I'm hearing here. It all is a connection to One Stop. So what I'm seeing here in the crumb side, if you associate with a certain person that maybe this person don't like, they seem to take it out on you for associating or supporting that guy. Because I've seen it lately where people get upset if you watch their shit, but then you comment on somebody they don't like. So, I mean,
Yeah,
hold on. Are you supposed to check with somebody that you don't really know, but you just like their content? Or are you supposed to say, hey, man, I watch your shit, but I watch this guy's shit too? If you see me comment on his channel, are you going to get mad at me and come at me like in a wrong way? I mean, is that how it's coming down here in the crumb side now? I mean, I don't know. It
I
seems like.
I think it is. I don't know. It's just stupidity. It's just ignorance. Mostly the crime side is stemmed through ignorance, and that's what I'm gonna highlight that keyword, ignorance. That's all that is, ignorance.
Okay, okay.
And you could take my word for it, or not, but I'm just pointing that out there. Okay,
So
it's
basically, what we gathered here with this whole situation, because basically why this is all going on, and I'm not sitting here saying I'm not going to say now, Jordan. Let's admit it live on air. Are you 100% innocent? No, not by any means, right?
No, not a. I was in. Yes, I was in the fault, and I should not have done what I have done. I'm a full
And
grown
you
adult.
and
I
and let's be fair. There has been times where I've seen you say, "Oh, I'm not going to do this," and then you go back and do it.
Yeah, I contradicted
But hold
myself.
on. What I'm trying to say too, what you did with stupid shit like that has no reason for what happened to you, for them just to attack you like that and bully you. You know, when I see people bullying people, I look at the people, especially on the internet. You got bullies on the internet. So let's look at their real lives. Are they doing that to people in the streets or just randomly? Hell no, because they get their ass fucked up. These guys behind a fucking keyboard. That's why they do it. But they would
Yeah.
never try this shit in the real world with nobody that's even on their level or a little bit or bigger than them. They would never do this. That
Oh no.
instead, what I hate this. I'm not putting you out there like this, so don't take this the wrong way, Jordan. They attack disabled people. That's fucking sad.
Yeah.
That's the lowest. The next lowest thing you can get is pushing an old lady down. I mean, what else? Or attacking a child. I mean, let's just say it.
Or a person with autism, or even
I'm
a
just saying, like,
a
where's their limit? Like, if they're going to attack a disabled guy, where's the limits?
like they said, this YouTube community is like the ghetto.
Mhm.
Everybody's in it for themselves. You got to take the punch. There's no way out of this. You got to take the punch or just get the hell out. That's how the YouTube gaming community is, and that's how it will always been. That's how the history of the gaming community started.
So you're telling me the history of the gaming community all started with basically attacking disabled people and stuff like this?
No, 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 no. It started with trolls, and
Oh,
then they had a serious community. It Okay. If you want more detail, go to Archimedes 1 through 3. He can explain that very well. Um,
okay.
but from what I gather, there's people who are passionate about gaming, and there are people who like to troll. Okay, and then you got people that take it serious and troll at the same time. Now, I don't know where Thanos is on that level. Is he trolling or is he being serious?
Well, see, that's the
We
hard.
don't know.
Hold on. Now, this is where I'm going to give Thanos, a little slack, and I shouldn't even be doing this. Some people, when they troll, sometimes they don't have no limits, and it's not right, but they're in their mind, they're not really doing nothing wrong. Like, they're just saying, "Oh, I'm just fucking with this person." But in some people's eyes, you would see somebody attacking a disabled person, and you'd be like, "That's fucked up." Like, what the fuck? Like, most people, if they seen somebody doing that in real life, they'd fuck that motherfucker up.
Yeah,
Period. But
but some things.
to be hold on. In some people's
Okay.
eyes, like I said, with Thanos, he may not see that's not wrong. He might hit you up the next day and totally forget about it like it was nothing. So I'll give him that. That some people have that level of a personality. You know.
Right. And you know what? Some things are not meant to be said. And some things are off limits. Sometimes there's trolling, and sometimes there's taking it too far. And what Thanos did was take it too far. But I understand why he did it, because I said something, about his family member, and I had no reason to
That I
actually.
will say. Hold on. Now, what you said. Now that's another thing. You don't bring family into it. Like now, Jordan,
Yeah,
that's not right. I mean, like I
yeah,
said earlier. Hold on, Jordan. Just hold on. Like I said earlier, when you basically, going back and forth with somebody, that's fine. I'll do it. It don't bother me. I did it many a times, but you don't involve families. I don't think you don't attack people's disabilities, like shit like that. So you, Jordan, were completely in the wrong for even, attacking his wife or whatever happened there. Like I said, I don't know that whole situation. So I'm
yeah,
not even. I don't get
yeah,
into There's certain situations I don't get into. When people bring up the word pedophile, I don't really like that shit.
yeah,
In a family, I think if you're gonna go one on one, that's fine. Do that. But don't bring in family. Don't do this. I don't think it's cool attacking the disabled or shit like that. There's limits, or the
I
whole
agree.
P thing. And I'm like saying that word. I don't even like saying the word pedophile. But I mean, I don't like when people. To me, when people start saying that, that's when they have nowhere else to go. That's
Yeah, no proof.
nowhere else to go.
If you don't have no proof, then don't say. I repeat, don't say anything if you don't have no proof. If you don't have no proof, then that makes you look bad, and it might, might come back at you 10 times harder than what you thought it would.
Hmm.
You got to be careful for what you say and do on YouTube, because it's on public record. Your actions, on YouTube, will be judged, on how people, associate you, and what type of person you are, okay?
Okay, so
And
hold on. Let's go back to that comment. Remember that comment we were talking about? Explain that comment one more time for the audience, because I have the comment actually right here.
okay. Uh, what comment is it? The one with the
It's the one that's
with
to basically with Bear Hugger, how he was.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, what I think he's saying is he's gonna try to torment Bear, and he's gonna try to get Bear to get on his side, and he's gonna try to soften the blow, that like he always does. He always tries to be convincing. He always tries to make it more convincing and believable.
So in
And
this comment I got, it says, "So my plan is to irritate one stop or agitate. My bad." Agitate one stop and show Bear that it's okay to collaborate with other people. It's okay if he leaves. There will be people with open arms. So basically, this whole thing is just it's an ongoing process. That what's the end goal with all this? I mean, what do you think it is, Jordan?
I don't know. It's just Thanos is trying to prove. I think he's trying to prove that he still says to this day that he came up with the dream team. Now I don't know if that's partially true. I think One Stop came up because when I asked Thanos, like, how did you meet One Stop, and he said he met One Stop, trying to coach him to, go up against Zaire, but he didn't give me a specific date, you know? Because the first time I ever seen Thanos was on the fourth Dream Team podcast. I have good memory of that. The fourth, if you go to the fourth, nobody has do it before, right? Okay, this was when One Stop had the gaming committee long time ago, right? So if you go back, you don't see Thanos in the gaming community, right? As we go on and on,
He's been in he I don't know if he's been in the gaming community actually for since the YouTube thing began or 10 years or whatever, but he has been on YouTube around that time. It's been a long time that he's been on YouTube.
yeah. But I think Thanos is good friends with Zaire, and he's trying to get under One Stop skin, and
So you're telling me he's basically what I'm seeing here, anything that would bother one stop for gamers, whether it's like talk to somebody, get somebody to basically connive any way he can, whether it's talking to somebody he completely hates or doing this or turning this person on this person. It's basically the motive here completely over all this bullshit, everything that goes on, even what other people are doing. He's just pushing it. He's back there
yeah,
pushing the button. It's
and he
basically
loves this.
it all stems from one stop. It's all his hate for another man on YouTube.
Yeah.
What could end this hate? You think, Jordan? In your eyes, could it be?
No, that no,
Oh, it
it's not
never
gonna.
could end it. No.
No, it's never. Not even with pigs fly. It will. I'm telling you right now, it will never happen. They cannot stand each other. They cannot really stand each other. So I don't think if you think that it will happen, no, it's not. No, it's not gonna happen. No, no, not in a million years. From what I'm seeing, because it's gonna go on the longer, as long as
But okay, it's like you were basically kicked out of the club or something. Like there's little kids that have a club in a tree house, and somebody told their friend, "Okay, you can't be in our club no more. Leave." That's basically what it boils down to. He was kicked out of a club. He was kicked out of a podcast. But he's like holding this grudge. But he's going pretty deep with it. He's going to
yeah,
people that associate with One Stop or is on his podcast or somebody he hates and going every angle he can. It's a lot of time spent, if you notice. Like that's a lot of
right.
fucking time to spend over. Basically, I would you go as far as saying it's a grudge, Jordan, or just a hate for another man, or
I think it's both, because I think he holds a bigger grudge is because the way he got kicked out of the dream team, and also how he tried to twist the situation around.
okay.
But
I mean,
that's what
and to be fair, and a lot of people say, they go, "Oh, we've heard this before. We heard this. We heard that." The thing is, the reason it's we're hearing this over and over and over because the shit don't stop. It just keeps going.
no, it doesn't,
It's just
and
going
it will
on in
never
different
will.
ways, getting new people to do it. Like how many times have we seen somebody go after One Stop for these bots and all that? And if you ever look at the picture, the whole thing, where's the man in the shadows behind the person doing it? Like, why
Yeah,
is that person always around all these people that are accusing him of doing this stuff or these accusations that we see all the fucking time? He's always there. There he is. He's right next to the person. You don't see like just some random guy all the time. You might see once in a while because they may see a video that's done and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to go do this video too." It's
yeah,
basically a way to get bigger. You're like, "Oh, I'll just attack them too." But they're these attacks to when it comes to Thanos, this is personal.
yeah.
Other
It
people,
is.
other
It
people,
is.
they're just joining the party, or they may see it as a way to get views, or shit like that. But to him, it's personal. It's a fatal attraction. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Basically,
it
boils
is.
down
It is
to
a
a fatal
fatal
attraction.
attraction. And if it, I do say this, if you watch this right now, Thanos, I don't care if you try to spin this, because you know I'm tired of this. I'm tired of dealing with you, and One Stop is tired of dealing with you, and David's tired of dealing with you. Everybody that you backstab is tired of dealing with you and your fuckery. And once they find out who the hell you are, Thanos, you 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 won't have nobody to actually hold your hand anymore. When you realize, when you backstab almost everybody in this gaming community, you won't have nothing left. You realize what you're doing, right? You realize what you're doing is you are trying to spread some hate for no freaking reason. For your for what? I mean, for attention? Is that the reason, or are you just like doing that? Because if you like doing that shit, I'm sorry, you gotta be fucked up in the head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. I'm just saying. But
Is there any more, Jordan, you would like to add to all this, or let us know of any other situations with this? Like, why are some of these other people attacking you? Is it all just Thanos pushing them at you too? With the whole crusade against One Stop?
I think it's somewhat that. But some people actually don't like Thanos at all, and they think, hey, yeah, it's like me and you have something in common. We cannot stand One Stop. So guess what? We are gonna gather a little army, a little group, and in that group, we're gonna have people that damage control.
So you're saying they're all. So you are you saying that he's gathering a little army against One Stop?
Yes.
And he has no limits. He'll take out friends if it don't matter what it is to get what he wants.
Oh yeah. He has done this many of times. He says he don't care about this stuff. If you go back, to Grandpa's he said it doesn't mean this YouTube stuff. It doesn't mean anything to him.
Yeah, but you know
He
what,
said that.
Jordan, hold on. This is where you have to call the bullshit out. Everybody sits here and says, I notice a lot of people say this, and it's bullshit because some of these motherfuckers are in the comment sections making video after video after video. They're on podcasts talking about people for hours, weeks, whatever. And they all say they don't care about this YouTube shit. Well, I find it pretty funny you don't care about this YouTube shit, but you're on it all the time in comment sections, like I said, videos, podcasts,
Yeah.
but you don't give a shit about, any of this stuff. I call that bullshit.
Cause then and dude, if you could sit in a 6 hour podcast, you gotta be on disabled. I'm sorry, you gotta be on disability because if you could sit 6 hours in the podcast, you know, going on talking about other men, then yeah, you on disability and you have too much time on your hands because you go out of your way to make these stock accounts and try to damage control.
But
And
the thing,
don't even try to twist it.
Jordan, Jordan, the thing is too, they're allowed to do that. But
Yeah, I know.
when you finally do it or say anything, you're supposedly doing it all the time. Meanwhile, you go look at these channels or podcasts that they join of other people's channels, whether it's on their channel or they're doing it on another person's channel, they're still talking about you day and night, night and day, Discord chats that go on forever. But it's okay because they're allowed to do that. But when you make a response like we did last night, we did two podcasts. That was our response last night for the first time in about, I think it was like 3 weeks. 3 weeks to a month
Yeah.
or however long this went on. It went on a lot longer than any other drama I have. Well, to be fair, Brandon Cole went on and off for a little while, but this has been constant. This has been
Yeah.
every day going on. But it's funny when you finally make your response, or like how you're here, Jordan, speaking your mind, giving your 2 cents. You're supposedly going to be told you do this all the time. It's not right what you're doing. You're attacking them. You're talking about them, blah, 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 blah. And to be fair, we are talking about them, but we're doing it just now. We did it last night, but they've been doing it for fucking weeks and months. It's getting ridiculous. So I don't see how somebody else
Stop.
can mind.
How many times I went on? Okay, did I went on and on for about a week about a person? Have I?
What I'm trying to say,
Let's be
Jordan,
honest
with
here.
all this, I understand if somebody don't like somebody, that's fine. But when you do it
Yeah.
for as long as when you sit in a podcast and you tell somebody when they ask you, they say, "How long are you gonna be doing this?" And the motherfucker says 2 years. Yes, there is a problem. There's some problem with your personal life. There's something wrong going on somewhere. I'm just saying. When
Right.
you say you're gonna follow a man for 2 years on fucking YouTube just to troll him or whatever, I think you got problems. I just have to say that.
I'm on his hands.
I just think there could be. I mean, I understand the trolling to a certain degree, but I mean, when is enough? Like, when does it end? That's what I want to know. When does
No,
it?
with Thanos, it will never end. It's like the only way to actually end this is to ignore him. It's simple. Just plainly ignore him and don't even acknowledge his existence. Because if you acknowledge his existence, he takes it as, you recognizing him and he's gonna keep on going. If you don't respond to him, he probably won't respond back. you know
Yeah, but see,
that's how Thanos
hold on,
is.
Jordan. where I was brought up, if you sat there, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and that is true. You should just ignore them and blah blah blah. Last night, Dave had enough. That's all it was to it. That's
Yeah.
tonight is Jordan's side of the story, and they're gonna say, "Oh, Dave was in here talking too." Where I guess I am. Oh well, who gives a fuck? I'm just saying here, the new rules of this crumb side that goes on here of what you can do and what everybody else can do, or you're in the wrong and this person's the right. I think it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Just in
I
my
think it
opinion.
is.
Now, does
I think.
anybody in the live chat want to give Jordan any questions while he's here on the Behind the Crumb Side, the untold story of the ninja, Jordan Dizzle? Ask away. But yeah, Jordan, I appreciate you coming on here. It's first episode. It's a new thing I'm trying to do here, and I actually had some fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed
No problem. I got some needed stuff off
gaming
my
news is
chest.
slow, and I want to do, like I'm saying with this whole thing, I want to do other people. Like hopefully next week I want to
Yeah.
get Hugger on. Hold on. I want to get Bear Hugger on, and I want to go from there. Maybe Frozen Magma, and just get some different people on here and do behind, basically tell their story of YouTube and what goes on and how they feel, just like you did tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Afterlife Battlefront has a question. He's been asking this question
Okay.
a lot to a lot of people. Jordan, do you like turtles?
Well, the question is, yes, I do love turtles. Ninja Turtles and Blastoise.
So he does like turtles. Afterlife, and Afterlife. I saw a song you did. Somebody showed me today. What the hell is it called? Some song you were singing about some man whipping it out or something. And
No, 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 don't bring
I
that
have to
up.
say, to a degree, the motherfucker has a good voice and he can play the guitar good, but the lyrics I was hearing, I mean, I'm starting to question a lot of you guys that hang out together.
Why?
Afterlife, Gay Centuries,
Okay, serious?
Thanos, I'm starting to wonder here on YouTube. I mean, we got some answers from Gay Centuries last night. And anybody that ever wants to see what Armored looks like, I'm about to show you this guy because
Uh-oh.
the man hides behind a Halo Master Chief image and our icon. Talks like he's the biggest man on the planet. This is fucking Mayweather here or something. Like
Uh-oh.
talking like he's fucking Mayweather. When you look at this motherfucker, he looks like a knight at the Roxbury. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Wait, hold on. Let's see if we can figure this out because I don't do this whole screen share too much. But we're gonna reveal Armored, Mr. I mean Gay Centuries. Here, hold on one
Oh,
second.
shit, son.
One second. Here we go. Big reveal. The man behind the Master Chief helmet. Let's see how we do this here. But yeah, I appreciate you, Jordan, coming on.
Oh, no problem, Dave. No problem.
Anything else you would like to add before we?
No, I think I said what I had to say, Um, I'm not gonna let this drag on for like maybe what, like 2 hours or so,
Do you
or
see that on
three.
the screen? Do you see that, Jordan? Can you see my?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
see?
I see your screen.
You see him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your Jay Centuries, the tough guy of fucking YouTube. There he is with his butt. He has his shirt button like his gay pride going on. It's all right there. Receiving hairline. That motherfucker is gay. I'm just saying, gay confirmed. Homo fucking confirmed right there. The tough guy of YouTube revealed. That's why you don't see fuckers like that on camera. Talk all that shit, but this is what they fucking look like and have the nerve to say something about another motherfucker. I mean, I wouldn't come out the house looking like that. Just saying. But I just had to do
Good
that.
shot.
I just had to show everybody. I about fucking fell off the fucking bed when I saw that. But guys, I appreciate you guys checking this out. This first of my hopefully many Behind the Crumb Side, like I said, Behind the Ninja. Anything else you want to add, Jordan, to this interview?
I think I put the icing on the cake, Dave. I think I explained myself pretty well, and I don't think I have. I'm just gonna stick to gaming, cause and my sporting stuff because I really love to do that. That's what
Jordan,
my
Jordan,
channel
Jordan,
was.
Jordan, just keep doing what you love. One thing you're giving me,
Okay,
I'm going to give you advice that maybe I should be taking. Stay the fuck away
all
from
right,
these guys. Don't set yourself up in podcasts. Like when one of them asks you to come in a podcast, after the two events that happened, you should learn now that that's what's going to go down.
yeah,
These guys aren't your friends.
right.
They're not good people. They're garbage. I hate
No,
to say it. Not,
they're not.
and you know what? Sometimes, like, I actually like these dudes a lot as friends, and sometimes I wish none of this went on. I don't know why. I know why it did, but I wish it didn't happen. You know,
Right.
but just I would say, in my opinion, uh, drop drop the uh, drop the garbage, man. Just keep doing you. Move forward. That's
Yeah.
the way to go.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do that, and I realize that I'm no longer gonna contradict myself. I'm actually gonna do it, and I'm gonna make sure I do it because you know why? Is because I'm not going to do this back to the same situation again, ever again. I learned my lesson. I freaking learned my lesson now. Moving forward, I want to become a better YouTuber. That's what I always wanted to be. It's a better YouTuber and be informative and have fun. That's all I wanted.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna take this YouTube thing personal no more because it's just the internet. But I mean, it is what it is. The what it's all been said and done. So I'm not gonna be too worried about it. I'm just gonna focus doing me. So yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, thank you, Jordan, for being a part of the Behind the Crumb Side. And I have to say this too. Even if not getting along with anybody, they're more than welcome to come behind the crumb side and we'll do their story, afterlife. I mean, if Thanos wants to get on here and tell his story, I know he wanted to come into the call tonight, but I don't do that to people. I don't have them get fucking sabotaged, ransacked. I don't do that to people. This is his time to talk. This is Jordan the Ninja Dizzle. He supports a lot of people here in the community. I think he deserves this time to speak, and tell a little bit about himself. I like to help people out that, other people won't give two shits about. I mean, one thing
Yeah.
I could say, one thing you support One Stop, and One Stop has helped you out a lot, and he's always, he's been there for
Yeah,
you,
you did.
and that's what I'm saying.
It
Like
don't.
that's what's cool. Like the people that have helped you, they're still helping you, and they're the people that tried to, unfortunately, there is some shady motherfuckers out there that did some shit
Yeah.
to you. But
Yeah.
thank
I know.
thank you guys for watching, and hopefully be back for the next time of Behind the Crumb Side. Later, YouTube.
Deuces.